What's up, guys? This is Skyllus.
This is Arctic.
We're going to be bringing you commentary from the finals of the Uber Entertainment 6v6 tournament for Monday Night Combat.
This is actually the second tournament, but it's the first team official type tournament. It was 16-man. They closed it off, so hopefully you guys enjoy this gameplay.
Yeah, and again, this is the finals. In order to get here, both teams went through 3 rounds of single elim tournament. 16 teams total.
Yep. Shout out to Nexi. They tried. They failed.
Hard. Actually, we didn't have the money ball drop on our team the entire tournament. So
yeah, the closest team was actually the first team that we played.
It was Kaiser IP's team. I don't know who else was on it. I can't remember.
All right, so starting off, we have 1 support, 1 tank, 2 snipers, a gunner, and that's all we got. An assassin. I'm sorry.
Which we're trying to get top rank control off the get-go, because that's all that's really important on Steel Field is holding this middle room.
Yep.
And you hold the middle room by holding the top rank. So off the start, we're just calling out people and working to clean everyone up, pushing them back into their base when possible. Which is what I ended up doing on the right there, is making sure he couldn't get out at all. And I feel like he probably made a mistake, because if he had taken the lift up to top, he would have gotten to that circle a lot quicker than going around that way.
Right. Position-wise, you have Alex and Cali North playing the left side of their base with the sniper.
He throws down freeze traps.
And he throws down freeze traps.
Right here.
For that jump up there.
As you can see, Fojib's onto that, though, and he is boosting before he lands on it, not get frozen.
Right. The gunner, which is Phobos, is also playing up there.
Now I got shotgun in the back.
But he's playing right side.
And while you'll see me heal Phobos, our gunner, a lot, I don't really stick to him like some people do in matches like this.
Right.
Like on the other team, their gunner sticks to A-Spence all, or is it A-Spence?
Yeah, A-Spence.
He sticks to A-Spence all game.
A-Spence has the #1 kills in Crossfire, is that correct?
I think so. He was the second legit 99, I believe.
Right. So
behind Fojib.
Behind Fojib.
So we're playing a couple of 99s in this, and then a bunch of other high levels.
They actually ran 2 assault.
1 snipe.
1 snipe. No, I'm sorry. They ran wait.
This is so fail. I spent 24 seconds killing this thing. And I thought I could. Yeah, if you guys trying to learn from this, don't do this.
Yeah, he needs to be helping the team, not focusing on that bot.
Yeah, I completely overestimated how quickly I could kill it, and ended up spending way too much time killing. I should have just let it run past. That was sad.
Anyway, I think they run 2 support, 1 assault.
It was 2 gunners,
and 2 gunners,
1 support, 1 sniper, and 2 assault.
Okay. They are getting heavily outslayed this game, but they got some key annihilator spawns that really went in their favor.
Now this one, Cali North's telling me he's hitting him, and he's trying to tell me to finish him. Where normally, if he wasn't saying that, I would just hit behind the glass. Since he told me to go for it, I got the kill. And they just ninja'd the annihilator on us because we weren't paying attention.
They didn't really ninja it. I'm the only one up there, and I got knocked down a few times. And
I mean, the fact of the matter is we should have had 2 guys up there. Or
yeah,
3
that's true. They were pushing on it real hard, and I wasn't expecting that. So, I mean, kudos to them for getting it. But again, they're getting outslayed pretty bad, so their annihilator focus isn't really.
And just to explain a bit, the annihilator is probably the single biggest thing when you're playing set teams like this.
Right.
Because it gives you a good minute and a half where there's no pressure, where you can go take back map control. And
fail.
Yeah, it kind of was. If I had stayed there, he could have rammed me, which is what I thought he would do.
Right.
So I was trying to lure him off the map. When
if you would have jumped back on that mid spot, you probably would have got that shot off and then been just fine.
Which I thought he'd charge at me, but he didn't.
I'm sure you guys can hear our communication is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what you get when you take a bunch of guys who have played in intense matches in the past.
Right.
And here I'm going to chase someone down with the no-aim gun. as we're now calling it. I didn't see this fire base, but it tears me up from this little hole over there. It's actually a nice spot. I didn't realize it shoots through the window when it sits there.
Yeah.
And that fire base is going to light me up for the next couple minutes until I finally tell my team to go take it out, because support really has nothing to do anything, or nothing to take it out. Here everyone's telling us to look elbow, which is right over here.
Right there, 2 guys over there.
And they get quickly disposed of by the airstrike and Phobos. Here's this fire base, man.
Yeah, fire base is tearing you up. Just for a note, we actually played them in a 4v4 kind of scrimmage, and we were aware of Ad Spence and the support guy that follows him around. So it was we made it a point to put him out because just because he has that support guy kind of wasted following him around for such a long period of time.
You kill him, and 1/3 of their team is out of action.
Right.
And our general strategy is we let our assassin Wraith do most of the bot work and turret work. So he will consistently spawn gremlins and then push with them down the lane.
Right. You guys can actually see that gameplay on our AmazYn MLG channel.
Yeah, he's going to be posting all that stuff up probably the next day. We'll link to it in the description.
Yep. For the most part, again, my assignment is to watch mid. I have pretty much all of the Annihilator work, so I hold it down and I shoot bots. And you'll see, everyone had a pretty good assist this game, but for the most part, I usually lead an assist.
This here is the fight for the second Annihilator. I almost ninja'd that, but I get knocked by the gunner.
Valiant effort. They got it.
Again, we just lost the second Annihilator, and that's all they've been able to get all game is those Annihilator presses, and it's kept them in it.
I think every single member of their team except for one went in the negative. So while they're getting that Annihilator, like I said earlier, they're getting heavily outslayed right now.
Yeah, that's the only thing keeping them alive. And here I finally told Cloud to go take out that fire base instead of been wrecking me. And in general, when I play this, I like to set up control on this side so that we can get a sniper over here. And this assault.
He gets pretty dominant. Wow.
I don't think he was expecting that fire base at all.
No, he wasn't.
Which is this is one of my favorite places to put it, actually.
You go right back to hacking. But we made a nice key adjustment here late game, which you guys will see, so we can get that final Annihilator press. And
yeah, it became real apparent even after the first Annihilator that in order to win, we were going to need to get that pressed.
Right. I mean, that second time that they got it, they had 2 guys in there. The first time, they just had Phojib. So we figured they were just going to try to go all out and just get the Annihilator. So we set up for it.
Yeah, and Phobos is actually going to suggest I put my fire base in mid. Just to make sure we get this next press so we can finish this game. Because really, it's the only thing keeping us from winning at this point. And in general, you want to control the Annihilator on any map.
Yeah.
And here, Phojib's going to try and get rid of the fire base. So he's going to... first, that gunner gets dominated by that airstrike. So they're trying to take out that fire base. So I think they knew that if that fire base is up, they aren't going to be able to hit that. Which really, the right thing would have been for their support to come over and airstrike it.
Airstrike it, yep.
But he's pinned down over there, healing his turret for some reason.
That and...
I think he should have pushed out.
Well, here's the thing. I was pegging him, and anytime he was, anytime he would move out.
And here's a nice little throw.
Alex and I were getting him.
They can't see the reticule there, so I end up getting the kill on the assault.
We got a guy pinned in here.
So we just got 3 or 4 kills, and now we need to set up control in middle for the next Annihilator press since it's coming up.
But you know the funny thing about this is that our setup or our class selection has probably been the most versatile we've seen.
Everyone runs like 2 or 3 of a thing.
Right.
And all we have is 2 snipers, which actually no one else really uses.
No. Well, that's because we have 2 excellent snipers.
We have like 3 excellent snipers.
Yeah.
Wraith is a monster.
Wraith is a monster.
Too,
yeah.
We made him play assassin.
So you see that I juiced there. Skyllus had his fire base.
And Phojib didn't know what to do.
Phojib didn't know what to do.
So now we're completely set up as far as I'm concerned. They're just getting lit up on the ring. We have an easy press coming up, and then we're going to get sets and make the final push into the base. Which they're actually going to almost get me on the button press. As you see a gunner just come flying at me.
Lucky you have that little purple bar down there.
Yeah, the safety buffer.
Oh.
And while the animation was going, I was mashing those I was mashing those bumpers.
That's sick. So at this point, after that press, we're pretty much screaming that it's over and that we're gonna rush. You hear that woo from Alex, got a sick headshot.
Everyone's yelling. We know that this is the time to push. Anytime we get an annihilator. And as you saw on the mini-map there, the gremlins are in the base and they just took down the ball. If the gremlins, if there's nothing else for them to attack, they'll go ahead and attack the ball. So if you're completely killing everything, then they work real well. But if you aren't getting kills, they're just going to get held up. And at this point, I'm just doing suicide runs on the money ball. So if I get a little bit of damage in it with an airstrike, then it's enough to keep the ball up for another, I think, 30 seconds.
We just want to keep consistent damage on that ball so that shields don't get restored. So.
And it worked for us because during the tournament we had 8 times where the ball went down, and every single time it never came up.
Right.
So once we get the ball down, we consider it over. It's just a matter of persistently keeping damage. And here I see him, but I don't want to fight him. I just want to go in and make sure that ball keeps getting damaged since it hasn't gotten damaged in a while.
Suicide run. He threw his airstrike on it, and then we got another one in there. So.
And now it's definitely over.
It's really over. Again, they got 2 annihilator presses, and that was about all they did the whole game.
If it wasn't for the annihilator, this probably would have been over in about 6 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, to me, they needed probably a little bit more character balance as far as classes go, and they needed to switch around that support that wasn't really doing anything except healing.
And the sniper
just sat in the base. We're really aggressive with our snipers.
Yeah, I feel like if the sniper's not at least mid-map, then you just aren't going to be able to do much with them. You'd be better off going assassin and trying to get map control back.
So they're the stats guys. Like I said, they got heavily outslayed. Colin finished 13, 17, and 9. That's nice.
And we'll be doing commentary of the second map, which is on Grenade 3.
Yes.
And there's the stats for everybody. As you can see, Wraith had the most money since he was killing all the bots. He had 22 assists on top of that. All right, we'll go ahead and do commentary of the second map, which you can view over on the right.